What's up, y'all? Knight's Edge here again. Got a pretty cool little knife for you. This one's courtesy of Eddie, Mr. Eddie _ 411. Go check him out on Instagram. Go give him a follow. He's got a lot of really cool knives. He makes custom fixed blades, and he's got a really big folding knife collection. So definitely go check him out. Just thanks to viewers like him and people like him that I get to check out such cool knives as this. This is the Berg Blades Iron Pup. Really cool knife. A guy named Matt in Arizona started a knife company, Bird's Blades. He's a firefighter, father, and designs all kinds of cool stuff. Got a lot of really neat designs I'd like to check out. This one is pretty neat. This is the Iron Pup. We'll go ahead and see if I can get the tape measure here. Get a measurement on this bad boy. So a little small one, or smaller than my normal size. Anyway, this is all the way from the tip of the blade to the heel of the knife, the butt of the handle. You're looking right at 6 3/4 of an inch. Cutting edge, or blade length rather, full blade length, you're looking right at 3 inches. And cutting edge, you're looking right about 2 and I'd say right about 2 7/8 on cutting edge. So I'd say probably like a medium. I would describe it as maybe like a medium sized knife. Get out the calipers here. Make sure they're zeroed. All right, so thickest part of the spine, looking at 163 thousandths. And this is a pretty good hollow grind, so on down there you're looking right at 22.5 thousandths. So not especially thick, not especially thin. Pretty good slicer, I would say, in my little bit that I've used it to cut with. A little over 1/2 inch, kind of a larger, a little bit of a chunkier handle feel, I guess you could say, but not like overbearing or anything like that. All right, do some size comparisons here. We'll get out Rat Model 1, so you can kind of get a good idea of the size right there. Looking at the Rat up next to it, it's more along the lines of the size of the Rat 2. Rat 2 is actually just a touch longer than the Iron Pup, even though Iron Pup's got a little bit more cutting edge, right? So that gives you a pretty good idea of the size right there with those two. Get out the Ritter Hogue, Doug Ritter Hogue RSK MK1. All right, that's what I would say is like a full-size knife. So you can definitely tell the difference there looking at that. And Hogue Deca, more along the lines of the size of the Hogue Deca. Although the Hogue Deca is a little bit larger, a little bit longer in overall length, and does have a little bit more cutting edge. Put those back up here. Get out the last two, Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Spyderco Para 3. Alright, so more along the lines of the size of the Para 3, right? So kind of getting the same vibe across all, three general size comparisons there. More along the lines of what I would consider kind of like a medium-sized knife. Definitely not, I wouldn't consider it a full-size knife myself. But I mean, everybody's got a different opinion of what's what, and beautiful thing about the community is you can, whatever you want, carry whatever you want. Something might be a full-size knife for me and it's not for you, or vice versa, or whatever, and that's fine. But we can do a weight on this thing. It is a little chunky. It's got them titanium scales, so 3.8 ounces, a little bit heavier than the ounce and inch ratio, but not like especially, you can feel that it's there, but it's not, cumbersome, I wouldn't say, or anything like that. It's not like an XM18, or not, even XM18. I mean, it's not anywhere near, what I would say would be cumbersome. So, get out the blue jeans here. In pocket, that's what you're looking like right there. Not a deep carry clip, a really nice milled clip though. So that's what you're looking at sitting in the pocket. Definitely a good little bit sticking out. Like that's my thumb over it, and you can still kind of see a little bit sticking out. So definitely something to keep in mind there, you know, especially if you're, you know, if deep carry is an issue for you, then, you know, if you want something deep carry, you might want to look into something different, or maybe get a different, swap out the pocket clip or something. All right, so we'll go ahead and T8 right there. Go ahead and take out that and do a hardware check. All right, that's definitely T6. T8 on the pivot. It's not a captive pivot. And I think everything else is T6. So let me I'm gonna double check just in case it's something weird. Yeah, it's a T6. Pocket clip screws, T6. T6 on that. T6 on the on the lock bar insert right there. So T6 all the way around. You've got two screws, two body screws, and the pivot. So it's not like a whole lot of hardware. I mean, you've also got the you know, that in case you want to adjust that for the lock bar. But you know, as far as hardware goes, I think they could have done a lot different. You know, it'd be good if they had T8 all the way around, you know, so you don't have to worry about stripping it out. And also, you know, it'd be good if they had a captive pivot. But T8's fine for the pivot, and if you're careful with, you know, your bits and use plenty of pressure and everything, you'll be all right. So one thing about it, before I forget, is that pivot collar. Now it comes with, that's the pivot collar that it comes with. All right. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was gives you an extra little pivot collar of, what was that, Damascus, I believe. So Mr. Eddie, before he sent that to me, swapped the pivot collars around. So I think that's pretty neat. You know, I mean, you can kind of customize it, I guess, a little bit right out the box, right? So that's a pretty neat thing. Pretty nice satin finish on this. You see me wipe my fingerprints off there. Definitely will get fingerprints on that really quick. The action on this thing is pretty snappy. You know, once you get deployed, let's see. Yeah, I can middle finger flick it. You just got to kind of know which way to go with the thumb studs. They can be a little bit sharp and bitey. You know, it's not like the easiest access by any means. You know, they are pretty low down, close to the handle. So keep that in mind. You know, you see me slip right there. So, but once you do get a hold of it and flip it out, you know, you can kind of hear it lock in pretty good there. It is, you know, locked in good. It makes a good thick whack whenever it locks in, for sure. I keep getting my fingerprints on this thing. But yeah, that is also something to keep in mind. You know, the thumb studs are, you know, that they are not the most comfortable to access, I don't think. You know, I think the access for that could have been easier. I've got regular size hands, average hands, I guess. I wear a large glove. Choked up, I can choke up a little bit, you know, kind of slide forward from this. So that's pretty much choked up like that. Now any farther, you'll get kind of easily get onto the cutting edge, so you gotta be careful of that. Choke back, I barely got 4 fingers on there. You know, this one's kind of wanting to almost slide off, but you know, I'm pretty comfortable choked up in this kind of position right here, as long as I don't do like a full grip, you know, because then the meat of your finger kind of wants to get right there, you know. And that also is very dependent on the, you know, the size of your hands and how comfortable you are gripping the knife too. So yeah, I think it is running on bearings. I believe it is. It's pretty smooth. If we can get a look in there, I think that's running on bearings. Let me get where's the flashlight at? Flashlight's never over here whenever I need it. Oh, let's see. Let me get a good look in there. I think that is running on bearings. Yeah, it's running on bearings. So it is running on bearings. So fairly smooth, you know. So the action's no big deal. It's a smaller blade. So you know, keep that in mind. Hollow grind on it. This thing really is super slicey. You know, out of the box, it was super slicey. Now, Mr. Eddie's used this a little bit here and there, but it definitely hasn't been like hard used or anything like that. You can tell this thing is super slicey. These are made by Weed Knives. These are designed by Matt Berg blades out in Arizona, but these are OEM by Weed Knives, and as far as I know, they're discontinued. I don't think you can get these anymore. I'm pretty sure. I looked all over trying to find a price and everything, and Knife Center said it was discontinued. River's Edge wouldn't even pull up on River's Edge or DLT or anything. Pulled it up on Berg's Blade, said it was sold out. So I believe these are actually not available right now. Now, they did have one on at least one on Arizona Custom Knives, and they had one on eBay that's going for around 300 or so. And I mean, whenever you consider the material, this is I believe this is M390, and the scales are titanium, you know, with that little pivot collar. Pretty good quality went into making this. You know, is pretty good quality. So bear that in mind. If you find one on the secondary or whatever, you know, you might be paying a little extra money. But anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That is really nice knife. I mean, I like the contouring on it. The ergonomics aren't bad. You know, they could have made this a little deeper carry. Could have kind of upped the hardware game a little bit. Thumb studs could be a little more comfortable. Maybe have a little better access, you know, to get to them. Even though you can still get down and push up, middle finger flick, you know. But it is a really nice hollow grind, good jimping, good ergonomics. In my opinion, I would like one that was, you know, just maybe like 25% larger than this, you know, 25% larger, something like that. I think they have one there called the Iron Wolf, maybe, that look bigger. But yeah, anyway, overall, pretty good knife. I could do with a couple improvements, and it being a little larger would be, you know, even better knife. So anyway, that's pretty much it, y'all. Thanks for everybody watching. Appreciate everybody subscribe to the channel. And I said this one's provided by Mr. Eddie, Mr. Eddie _411 on Instagram. Go check him out. Give him a follow. And appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day.